Clemson Memorial Stadium. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the football first. And now we get our first look at Eli Holstein. This is nothing but a good-on-good matchup. Big-time offense, elite defense. It ought to be fun. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hits the hole. It's Lewis. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. A strike downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense, and then
racing down the left side. He's at the into the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Clemson Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we expect a lot of the game plan to be built around Gideon Davidson. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. Running inside, it's Johnson. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They'll give it to Johnson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Still running at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. On the move. Looking down the left side. Got it down the field.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Turning it on. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense
runs through, man, he might have some space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to them.
Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the return, it's Courtney. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Eli Holstein to throw. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
and keep them pinned in their own end. Holstein trying to be heard above the fray. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Good pick six. He picks it in. Touchdown, Clemson. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll test the right side. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Holstein. Under pressure. Turns it upfield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Gives it. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Go. The play fake. Look out. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done. I don't know if the quarterback quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Making the adjustment. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. They put the brakes on him. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Brown. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Go! Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's inside, it's Davidson. Nowhere to go. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Quick give, it's Lewis. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. 2nd and long here. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. trying to escape and get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Davidson. He's got enough. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Gonna run it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 81, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cavaliers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Throwing, Holstein. Turns it upfield. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Holstein to the air again. Takes a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out wide right, it's Moore. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The handoff to Johnson. Got the first down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
Wants to throw one first. Finds his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 24 team, the BYU Cougars.
The Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Clemson's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside in the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Pulls it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Holstein on the play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Here's Holstein to throw. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Virginia! Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Flush to the left. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Great place to start for this offense. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Cavaliers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Eli Holstein to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back half.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to...
It's a seam wide open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense set on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Denson. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Clemson jumps to the line. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds, real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Virginia sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The run inside. It's Lewis. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
From the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Holstein. Going long. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Denson. And he is snowed under. sacked at the 7. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Got the back over the middle. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Holstein going for the big play. Makes the grab deep. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Holstein rushes on. Just got rid of that one.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Running inside, it's Davidson. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Using his feet. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Hands it off. He's got the first down. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Holstein. They're all over him. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Holstein to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up. And the gun on third down. Here's Holstein. Fires to the right. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Holstein. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For